Hello everyone, welcome to the Across the Park instant match reaction. Everton 1, Arsenal 0. Sean's like his first game in charge, Millsy. New manager bounce, new fucking squad of players. What a fucking performance. What a turnaround.
Hey, what a bounce. You're talking about the bounce. That's the bounce. And let's hope that it is like, there's more to come. That was a bounce. Every player ran their arse off.
It was
ran
class.
Their arse off. It's like, I'd love to see the stats. Maybe we'll get into it in the week.
Yo fella, you alright?
The stats on how much they ran. What's your name, lads?
John.
John, good to
John.
meet you.
And you.
Cheers, John.
And you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
YouTube legend, John. Look, I think
Yeah.
everyone who plays out there, who ran their arse off today. I'd love to see the stats on what they did compared to maybe what they were doing a month ago. The visual for me was they worked their arse off today.
Yeah, it was brilliant to see him in. It was epitomised, I think, for the midfield three. We've had that midfield three, if you like, all season in terms of the shape. But Decore, the difference he made in there today, you know, the three of them to a man were outstanding. I thought in particular Decore and Anana. Anana, wow, what a player. I mean, it was funny actually. Louis, who sits next to me in the match, made a funny comment. He said, "I just can't get attached to him." He said, "All I can compare it to is like, it's like owning a cat who, you know, likes to roam, and you know at some point it's going to go missing, and you know that Anana's going to leave at some point. But I can only enjoy that because what a guy and what a performance from
getting
today."
Better, look, getting better. We've seen it in September when he first made his debut, I think it was. We've seen him slowly come into games, sometimes in and out. Today was the first time, I think, for 90 minutes we've seen a player. I've seen for moments in games where he's been good, he's driven from deep, he's won balls. Today he was everywhere. And do you know what? It feels like in a weird way, whether he's overreaching, I don't know, but it feels like he cares.
He does. He come over to the park end at the end and he was pointing at the badge and he was saying, "I'm staying here. I'm going nowhere. I'm staying here." You can see from the comments he made when the window first opens that he cares about Everton, that he really wants to repay the faith we've put in him by signing him. But I thought that performance today, he dominated that midfield, on the ball, off the ball. And you know what? I just want to say, I think we dominated Arsenal as well. He had one good chance in the first half that I think was cleared off the line partially, but apart from that, he didn't really threaten us. We're getting chased out by the stewards here, which is ironic. Last week we had about 10,000 fans here.
We'll walk and talk. It's meant to be a silent protest. Come on, guys, we'll walk and talk. Boys, thanks very much for having us. Look, we'll get to it more in the week. The Everton players are warming down. Neil Morphy! Brilliant today, lads! Neil Morphy! Brilliant! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. The warming down. Let's walk and talk.
Sorry for everyone who's just got that in their ears there, by the way. Thanks a lot, fellas.
It's one of those days.
Got to thank Gazza here, by the way. He's been so versatile with the camera.
It's been for a while where you've come to Goodison and you've sort of hoped to get a lot. And what we've got is probably more than what we hoped for.
100%. I come here today in my heart of hearts thinking if we can get to 60, 70 minutes at 0-0, we can show some fight. I expect Arsenal's class to maybe come out on top in the end. But you know what? Some of our players' class came out on top today, and it's somewhat disappointing to say that because it's like it's that thing of where was it? Where's it been for the last 2 or 3 months? But some of the basics, and everyone who's been and watched Everton over the last few months will be able to understand what I'm saying here. The corners, how much better were the corners? You know, the back post, boom, 3 or 4 times in the park end we threatened, then we mixed it up and went front post. But the corners, on the ball, we were fantastic. Off the ball, defending corners, we were better. Deitch said in one of his first press conferences that he felt that this team wasn't that far off, just a few things that we need to improve on, that the squad wasn't that bad. And listen, if you can keep getting that type of tune out of that squad, then, you know, listen, I don't think we potentially will be looking at the scrap that we thought we would.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the type of tune that we want, really, the type of tune that we want, I don't want to speak for you or you guys, but the type of tune we want is just hard work.
That's it.
Like, if you go down this season swinging, and I mean swinging and fighting, then, look, we know, and we'll get into this in the podcast in the week probably, or maybe in the remainder of the season, we know the quality maybe isn't quite there to be a really, really good team, and we know we've got limitations. Go down like that.
Yeah, and you know what epitomised it? We're not going to stay much longer. What epitomised it was Calvert-Lewin's performance. He ran his legs off for 60 minutes, and clearly Deitch knew he had no more than 60 minutes on him. It was a planned substitution. It was like 60 minutes, you're going off. And you know, that almost epitomised it for me. It was like, look, clearly some of them players have been playing at 60, 70, 80%. Maybe on instruction in the case of Calvert-Lewin to say, you need to get through 90 minutes. If you're going to do that, you need to play at 70%. Calvert-Lewin playing at 100% for 60 minutes is a far better player. You know, we should have had 2 today. Could have had 2. I can hardly blame that as it was a decent header. Probably should have got on the end of that one from the cross from Onana. But I thought in general, the way he performed over that 60 minutes.
He was a focal point in the first half.
Yeah, he was.
Everything sort of went off him. You see, Onana trying to get near him and say, like, if you win something, I'll try. Dwight McNeil, again, there's limitations in that player, but again, he was getting close to DCL. And you're thinking, if you win something, I'm close to you. And then against a team that are probably going to win the league this season, let's be honest, unless City really won them close now. It's them or City. And the game plan, for me, was spot on.
We beat them and beat them well, though.
And the application to the game plan was spot on.
Yeah, it was.
Look, I'm going to enjoy my beer.
Exactly, same. Last one for me, man of the match.
Man of the match, Takori.
I'm going to go with Onana. I don't think I could disagree with Takori just based on the turnaround, but I'm going to go with Onana. But again, thanks a lot, guys, for the video, and thanks a lot to everyone watching.
Because it was actually Everton.
Cheers, and we'll catch you in the week.
Up the toffees.